Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode with Ralph. Hope you're fine, dear lovely IELTS candidates. Well, today I'm going to cover another type of question in academic reading, and we're going to learn how to answer multiple choice questions. Well, as you know, this type of question is always in order, so it is pretty easy to do. So that's better if you do these questions first. And as you know, each question is formed from only one to two sentences in the reading passage. And you must be able to scan for keywords and understand synonym language. And as you can see, this is a sample multiple choice question. So you will be given a question, and then there will be 3 or 4 choices for you to pick out one. Now, the basic strategy is, first of all, you underline or circle keywords. That would be name of the places, specific names, or numbers, or dates, etc. And then you identify the easy questions to do them first, all right? So you can mark them with a checkpoint, and then you scan passages to find keywords and synonyms, all right? So mark keywords in the matching sentence also, and then you find the words that connect to the information being asked in the question. And then you write the question number next to the matching sentence in the passage. All right, so here we will analyze 2 questions and about multiple choice questions. Now, the first one, question number 19, choose the correct letter A, B, C, or D. First of all, let's read the question. When discussing the theory developed by Louis Dolo, the writer says that A, it was immediately referred to as Dolo's law. It supported the possibility of evolutionary throwbacks. It was modified by biologists in the early 20th century. It was based on many years of research. What I do first is that I do not read the choices, right? So just scan. I try not to focus a lot on the choices, right? On A, B, C, or D. I just read the question very carefully. Now, question number 20. What is said about silent genes? In number 19, we have a very easy keyword, Louis Dolo. It's the name of a person. It's the name of a researcher or writer, right? And we have to look for his theory. And what does the writer says about that theory, which was developed by Louis Dolo, right? And then number 20 is silent genes. Because it is kind of written in quotation mark, it is a kind of easy word, because we have to look for this word, silent genes, in the text. And we definitely should not expect something as synonym in the text, all right? Because it is a very specific word that is related to maybe a theory, a specific theory, etc. So we are pretty sure that we can find silent genes in the text. Now, we try to, first of all, answer number 19. When discussing the theory developed by Louis Dolo, the writer says that. Now, in finding the name, we come across with a paragraph that in the beginning of the paragraph, the name Louis Dolo is mentioned. In 1890, Louis Dolo, as you can see here. All right, now, because we're dealing with 4 choices, and we have to find what the writer says, that's better if you read the whole paragraph, and it's not that much. It's around 5 sentences or 5 lines. So we try to read the whole paragraph here in which Louis Dolo is mentioned. Louis Dolo proposed that evolution was irreversible, that an organism is unable to return, even partially, to a previous stage already realized in the ranks of its ancestors. Early 20th century biologists came to a similar conclusion, though they qualified it in terms of probability, stating that there is no reason why evolution cannot run backwards. It is just very unlikely. Now, after reading the paragraph, let's read the question again. When discussing the theory developed by Louis Dolo, the writer says that the writer of this text we mean? What does the writer say after discussing the theory? So the first two sentences are not that much important, right? What is important here is from the early 20th century biologists. That is the answer that we have to find an answer here in this sentence. Early 20th century biologists came to a similar conclusion, though they qualified it in terms of probability, stating that there is one reason why evolution cannot run backwards. Here is the idea, is what the writers say about Louis Dollo's, let's say, theory. Early 20th century biologists came to a similar conclusion, though they qualified it in terms of probability. Now, it's time to read our choices. A, it was immediately referred to as Dollo's law. It supported the possibility of evolutionary throwbacks. It was modified by biologists in the early 20th century. It was based on many years of research. As you can see here in our C, it was modified. Modified is a synonym word for qualified. So in the text we had, early 20th century biologists came to a similar conclusion, though they qualified it. It means that they modified. So it was modified by biologists in the early 20th century. And again, we have early 20th century in the text too. So the answer for this question is C. That was pretty easy, right? Pretty easy. Now let's turn to our question number 20. What is said about silent genes? We have to look for silent genes in the text. And the paragraph that we come across with this word is this paragraph in which Rodolphe Raff is in the beginning of the paragraph, and in the third line we have silent genes. If these silent genes are somehow switched back on, they argued, long lost traits could reappear. Long lost traits, it means those characteristics which were in the past, they could reappear again. Now let's read the choices. A, their numbers vary according to species. Raff disagreed with the use of the term. They could lead to the re-emergence of certain characteristics. They can have an unlimited lifespan. So here we have reappear, which is the synonym word for reemergence, right? And traits is the synonym word for characteristics, right? So we have all the synonym words here. They could lead to the reemergence of certain characteristics is exactly like this sentence. Long lost traits could reappear. So the answer for this question is C. They could lead to the reemergence of certain characteristics. You know, because multiple choice questions are always in order, so that is pretty easy for you to find the answer for this type of question. What you do first is that you read the question, just the question, right? And then you find keywords and try to locate the keywords in the text. Once you find that keyword, you read that line or the line before that in which that keyword is included, all right? And then after reading that sentence, you refer back to the choices and you read the 4 choices you have, right? And then again, you read the text, that paragraph, or that line in which you have found a keyword. All right? In this case, you will definitely find the correct answer. That's all for today, guys. We are done with answering those questions which are always in order. From next session, I'm going to focus on mostly order questions, and we'll start with sentence completion, which is not that much difficult to answer, but this type of question is not mostly in order, and we'll focus on some strategies and techniques that will definitely help you find the answer for this type of question. So until next time, guys, enjoy your time, stay tuned, and goodbye.